Allow me to introduce you to a contemporary female artist named Yayoi Kusama. Kusama is an extremely successful Japanese artist known for her brightly colored and repetitive works of art. She started painting as a child and is known for her large mirror installations, her brightly colored sculptures and paintings, and of course, pumpkins. Kusama has struggled with her mental health since she was a child, which has heavily influenced her artistic style and the repetition in her work. You will commonly see repetitive dots in many of her works, reflecting hallucinations that she had suffered from most of her life. Kusama has described creating artwork as a form of meditation and as a way to soothe her mind. In an interview, Kusama was asked why so much of her work includes pumpkins. Her response was as follows: "I love pumpkins because of their humorous form, warm feeling, and a human-like quality. My desire to create works of pumpkins still continues. I have enthusiasm as if I were still a child." Today, I will show you how to create a pumpkin using the pinch pot technique in ceramics inspired by the style of Yayoi Kusama. You will start with a ball of clay that you will divide in half by twisting it into 2 equal pieces. Next, smooth out all the lumps and bumps so that both pieces are smooth. Once they are smoothed out, you are ready to turn them each into a pinch pot. Stick your thumb in the center of the piece of smoothed out clay and then pinch evenly around the edges. Use your other hand to support the outside of the clay and to make sure that you are pinching evenly. Do this to both pieces of clay. The pinch pots should be similar in size, but it's okay if they are not identical. You will need to score the edges of both pieces of clay so that you can weld them together into a hollow ball of clay. Use a metal tool to scratch up the edges that will touch each other. Then put a thin layer of water around one of the pots. Gently squeeze the pots together until you can see a tiny bit of water squishing through the crack. Next, you will need a smooth wood tool to begin smoothing the 2 edges of the pot together to create one round clay ball. Once you have gone all the way around the edge with your clay tool, you can use a damp finger to smooth out any bumps. Then, place your clay ball on the table, cup your hands around the top, and press down to create a flat base. Use your same wood tool to make shallow lines from the center of the top down to the base. These will become the lines of our pumpkin. The lines will be a little rough when you first make them, but then you can use a wet finger and slide it all the way down the line to make it a little bit deeper and smoothed out. Make sure not to press too hard because you do not want to puncture through into the hollow center. Now, the base of our pumpkin is finished. Do not worry if your pumpkin has a few blemishes or is not perfectly even. If you look at a real pumpkin, they always have a few characteristics that make them unique. You can add a stem to the top by creating a stem with another small piece of clay and then scoring both pieces and squishing them together. Finally, it is extremely important to remember to poke holes in the bottom to vent the center of your pumpkin. Otherwise, the air bubble that we have created inside will explode in the heat of the kiln. Use a metal tool to write your name and grade on the bottom of the pumpkin. Use that same tool to poke some holes in the bottom, and then set it aside to dry. Once they are fired in the kiln, we will be glazing them in the style of Yayoi Kusama.